So besides inline math, we want to have a display equation, which means that the equation is actually centered in the text. So this is used to highlight the equation, and sometimes you have equation numbers so that we can refer later because they're so important. And to do so in old days is also very expensive because you have to center them, you have to make sure they center right properly. So that's why you require a lot of money. So that's why in LaTeX, the symbol for display equation is a double dollar sign with two double dollar sign and close it. And here I have a fraction. The fraction 2 over 5 is less than or equal to LEQ, less than a fraction of 3 over 100. This is what the first line means. And the second one shows how you have a numbered equation. So here we begin equation and end equation, and between this equation x squared plus 3y equal to 4. And we have a label here. Okay? Why with the label? Because equation will be numbered accordingly. So if you want to call it, it's better call a label rather than a name. With a name, they easily remember. So here after this, we can see with a text, say I like the equation and the bracket and then reference the number. So this is how LaTeX handle internal reference. And the good thing is about the name of the equation that you don't need to remember the numbers. The number adjusts accordingly if you have more equations. So now let's see the program, how it works here. So again, we'll have a document class, begin document, and end with end document. So the first one is a fraction that's copied from the line, and the second we have the equation. So exactly the same, you see the slide. So let's run it, explain. So the first one is as expected. We have a centered expression 2 over 5 is less than or equal to 3 over 100. And the second one, we have equation labeled as a like equation. And here I say I like equation 1. Okay. So now suppose I add another equation. Say like easy equation. Yes. 1 plus 1 equal to 2. Knows it. And say everyone knows cite. Reference. Cite is for the citation, so you have reference refer to easy equation. So if you run this, the first equation become number 1 equation. This become equation number 2. Let's run it. You can see automatically is here. Do note that the reference don't just the number. So if you want the bracket, then you want to have even know equation 1. So this is how you do a display equation. Thank you for listening.